This is a recap and review of the final episode of Mob Psycho 100. And I have to say, this was a fantastic ending. Probably one of the best endings of any show. I really enjoyed the ending of this series. So let's go over all that happened. So we pick up from last episode where Reagan is trying to meet Mob, and he's trying super hard, and Mob is using his abilities, and Reagan gets pushed back, knocked down, and he gets hit multiple times. And eventually he's able to stand up to Mob. Even when Mob was using his psychic abilities, he was able to like stand up to him. Here I have to give Reagan a lot of credit. He basically ends up saving the day. And it's a very big contrast from the Reagan that we knew throughout the whole series. We knew Reagan as a trickster. He would try to trick everyone and manipulate them. And we always saw him as a very weak character. But here we really seen Reagan's true nature and how powerful he can be. Like I was just shocked how, his mentality of not giving up, and him, like I said, eventually being able to reach Mob. And this is where the big twist of the series came that left me very shocked. We get to see Dimple come back. Yes, Dimple was not dead. So there turns out he never died. And as Renji was making his way to see Mob, he ran into Dimple, and it was with Dimple's abilities that he was able to stand up to Mob and finally be able to talk to him. And at this point, he basically confesses to Mob. He tells him for the first time that basically he was a fraud, that he had no psychic abilities, and he never knew anything about psychics. And it was because of that that Mob completely snaps out of it, and we see a very heartfelt speech from Reagan where he tells him basically everything, how he lied to his customers, he lied to him. And this is where we get the true message of the whole show. And I believe the message is to just be yourself. He tells him that Mob is not special and that everyone is a little different. But the main thing is to try to be yourself and not give up. So the whole message is to try to be yourself. And after that, Mob finally accepts who he is and goes back to completely being normal. And after that, he goes to see his crush. And then this is the really funny part. Legit, after like 5 seconds, he comes back and he gets rejected. And I actually really like that because this show is not like any other show. If it was any other show, Mob would just like instantly get rejected. But he didn't. So I really like that. And the episode ends with everyone throwing Reagan a surprise birthday party. And we see the whole cast of the show there. And it was just great. Like, I really love this episode. I'm sad it's over, but I love this episode. And overall, I will give it a 9.5 out of 10.